It's 925 KDAY Morning Show with your boy Romeo, the first hip-hop station in the world. Of course, you know, we represent that. We had that foundation, but I'm excited today. I got a couple homies in the building right here out of L.A. Coyote, what up?
Oh, what's popping, man? What's popping?
What's popping,
You
man?
already know what it is, man.
You see it, man. You see it.
Well, first of all, congratulations on everything you've already accomplished, but I still feel like in a way y'all just getting started.
Definitely.
So,
yeah, man. It's just the tip of the iceberg, man. Finally, this last year, we started making waves in the city, man, and it's starting to show for sure.
Yeah, it definitely is, man. So let's start with the name. When I first saw the name Coyote, is there a story behind that?
Yeah. I mean, shit. When I came up with it, I just wanted to find something that was something that represented bridging a gap between two cultures.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think of a coyote, it's somebody who brings their people over, which is kind of like a human trafficker, right? But we use it as something symbolic. That is bridging both cultures that we came from. Really.
Yeah. So bridging like Mexican-American culture with American culture and just being that bridge that's going to put us like, you know, in the forefront with everybody else. I always feel like Latinos or Mexicans, we're like the stepchildren of the country. Mm-hmm. And we're starting to show like, nah, we could actually box with anybody and anything, whether it's doctors, rappers, actors, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We're not just the help. We're also, you know, we could compete. So it's like really trying to bridge that and making two worlds collide at like a high level.
No, I respect that 100% what y'all talk about on that situation. So you get into the music game. Yeah. At what age or when did y'all know this is what you wanted to do? Because y'all so charismatic, the energy, y'all bounce off each other. When did y'all know though?
What do you think? Well,
probably like we started rapping at like 15 years old maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we started off smoking weed and just fucking around, playing with it, and then as the years just progressed, we just started taking it a little bit more serious, and then it ended up getting us here, And
it started off as, like you said, something you just do with the homies, you know, you're drinking, smoking, just freestyling. And then they started telling us that we were dope, and we just believed them, even though we probably weren't, you know. But we were young, so it took time for us to take it serious, man. And then I would say probably like 10 years in, then something clicked, and then again, we created Coyote. Because we've had hella groups and shit. And, I can't cuss, right? But
absolutely. Yeah. Fuck yeah, you can cuss.
Yeah. We created hella groups. And then once we created Coyote, which was like 2.5 years ago, something clicked. And then people started to like really gravitate to the brand because it was kind of a brand. Mm-hmm. And something clicked with us too. Now it's like we do this every single day, whether we're shooting content, writing verses, we're out doing interviews, whatever. It's like every single day we make sure we hit the gym. Like, the Kobe method, man. We shoot a lot. We might miss a lot, but we gonna get them W's for sure.
Got to. And you man, y'all definitely winning. Let's talk about some of y'all winning since we're speaking on that.
Yeah.
What's one of the first things that happened throughout your career where you said, "Oh shit, okay, we on the right track now"? What's the first moment?
The tour with Blueface, I think, because we had just created Coyote, literally like what, a month before.
Yeah.
So we weren't even we weren't even a thing. It was just an idea. And then we made 2 videos, and we were just showing people, right? Just what y'all think of this brand. And then next thing you know, we're on tour with Blueface just based off an idea that we had. So then we were just kind of like, damn, man, we're on to something. And then that tour led to the Game tour, which was all over Europe, like 2 months.
Getting the passport stamped.
Yeah.
Passport boys with it.
Yeah, how many countries do you think we hit? Like 30?
I think like 30 countries. In like 40 days.
Yeah.
How were you received over there?
Oh, they were going crazy, man. They was fucking with us for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you think about the European crowd, you know what I'm saying? They see this, like, that's why we're trying to bring it over here, right? Because LA, I feel like on a creative tip, sometimes we're behind, right? But when we pull up like this in Europe, they don't even know who we are. Like, nobody does. We don't exist. But immediately it's like a reaction, right? And then not only that, like the energy we brought, we were mosh pitting, stage diving. Like they started singing our lyrics, you would swear that they knew who we were.
Yeah.
And then we did that so much that Game made us a part of his set too to help him mosh pit and shit.
Damn.
So that was cool. He had sat us down before. Like everyone I've brought on tour before for the first time gets booed in Europe, so don't take it personal.
Don't get discouraged. Keep going. And then we took that and we were like, I bet.
Yeah.
Like, we seen that as a challenge. And not one single city booed us at all.
Once,
like
bro.
we demanded that respect as soon as we got on stage. Yeah. That's the kind of stage presence we bring.
Yeah. And personally, I don't think y'all would give a shit anyway. I mean, I think y'all still gonna push through it because y'all understand the struggle. You know what I mean?
Sure.
We've definitely been booed before. Like I think our second show ever, we made the mistake of having like a 45-minute set when it wasn't really our show, and we had them in the beginning, but by the end they're like, where's the main attraction? You know,
you got to leave one a little bit more.
Yeah.
Bird. Yeah.
Now it's like 15 minutes of energy and we're out. Like that's our motto.
Y'all get it. Now let's talk about the situation with Shaq. Now I know you guys sat down with Just Incredible, so I saw some of that, and I think there's a point where he commented on something that you guys had posted, some fire emojis and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And then that led to a record that y'all doing together?
Yeah, we actually got 2 songs with Shaq.
Yeah.
Don't know if both of them are gonna come out, but one's gonna come out for sure. But yeah, just build a relationship with him and spoke through DMs and eventually just got the record done.
Yeah, he had posted a freestyle literally just on his phone like this, recording. And then somehow it got to Shaq, commented on it. Then he DM'd us like, "Yo, you guys are killing it. Keep doing your stuff. I love your stuff." Just based off something my brother just did this with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then through that, it's been like a 2-year relationship building thing with him. He started sharing our stuff a lot, commenting on our stuff. So we were trying to water it tastefully, you know. And then finally we had done this song that we had like Ghostface Killer in mind. It was a super aggressive song, but then we're like, how crazy would it be to get Shaq on this type of song?
Yeah.
You know. So then send it to him through DM. He was like, man, this is crazy. He's like, give me some time. I thought like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. 4 hours later, he's like, what's your number? And then he FaceTimed us, and then he showed us the record. And we did
like, I make beats too. And then he sent us like 10 beats that he made, and then we got one of his beats. And then he was like, do you guys mind if I get on it? And we're like,
go for it, bro. Go
ahead, get on
it.
Like, Shaq. I mean, do you know how big this is, though? Like, I'm tripping right now.
Shaq, go ahead. Like, get on that shit.
Yeah.
And then after he sent the verse back at like 1 a.m.
Yeah, FaceTime again.
He's like, y'all ready?
Yeah.
And then we're like, what do you mean? Yeah, send it. Nah, is y'all ready? He's trying to insinuate that he bodied that shit, which he did. He did his thing on it.
Okay.
And it was just a little surreal, though, because we're just going back and forth with him, and then he just ends the call like, all right, love you guys. Type shit. Like, we're like, oh,
man, I love you too, bro. So
love
it's
you
like,
too, Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
He's
what was
fan,
that moment
bro.
like when you received that email and you about to press play? Y'all look at each other like, this is fucking Shaq on this.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, 2 kids coming out of LA, bro. It's pretty great.
We were hyped, bro.
Shaq and Kobe, that's like what we grew up on, you know what I mean?
We were actually at our barbershop. So we got a barbershop full of people, right? And then we just get FaceTime by Shaq. So everybody's like, you guys were just on the phone with Shaq? We're like, yeah. He's about to send us the song he just hopped on. I was happy as hell that day, boy. Ain't nothing could get me down that day.
Think about what it does for you all, and then for people that love what you're doing, it inspires them to want to keep going as well.
Yeah.
So this is a business where we know it could be disturbing, it could be discouraging. Like, obviously, you said you got booed on one show. You feel like you went too long. Has there anything that you've encountered that kind of disappointed you or made you want to?
I mean, it's like it's part of. I feel like it's part of this game, this hustle. Like, it's a lot more L's you take than the W's.
True.
Because it's just like a steep hill that we're trying to. It's a goal that to a lot of people seems unattainable. You kind of got to be delusional a little bit to feel like, you know what, I am gonna make it. I am gonna make this shit happen. And that's what I feel like we're a little bit delusional.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And you have to have that to want to make it in this shit.
You just got to block out all the noise.
You got to block
the
all
comments,
that shit
whatever.
out.
I mean.
And like I said, it's a lot more downs than ups in this shit. So you got to have some thick skin to keep pushing through, to keep telling yourself like, yeah, I am that great. I am that dope. And just to keep pushing through.
Yeah.
Okay. So
95% L's.
So we named some people y'all work with. What's on that wish list? Like, is there some other people like, yo, I would love to do a record with them?
Kendrick Lamar, Michael Jackson. Kendrick Lamar.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but okay.
I'm sure there's some unreleased Michael Jackson stuff out there.
It might be.
Drake pulled it off. We could pull it off too.
True.
Kendrick, Dr. Dre, J. Cole, Drake,
Jesus Christ.
See, his list is way different than yours, bro. My man over got way different lists.
Yeah, he got high aspirations, man. That's how delusional you gotta be, man. You gotta think, you know what I'm saying? You can get that song with Jesus and embody him on the song too. Like we approach it like a boxing match every time, you know.
Would it be bodying him or blessing him on that song? Which one would it really be?
If it's bodying, damn.
It's a whole different situation.
It's a whole different situation. You know.
So I love the fact, but y'all on social media, man, even like from the skits you do and everything, you stay animated, you stay focused. Like, who pushes who? Or is it like a 50-50 thing? Is there one saying, yo, bro, let's go, we got to get this?
I would say I'm like the artist / manager of the two. But we push each other, bro. Sometimes when I'm off, you know, I'll get to the studio and he got a record. I'm like, all right, cool. I needed, you know, some inspiration.
Yeah.
He comes up with cool ideas. But it's almost 50-50, man. But I would say I'm also like the manager of the two, so I gotta be on him about our schedule and stuff like that. So
yeah, we almost came late today because of me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was like, come on, bro.
Is this the problem child? That's hanging out right here?
Yeah, a little bit.
I would say. I mean, like you said, bro.
It balances us out, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, I get it, though. Yeah.
Sometimes it's necessary because I'll tell a story. One time we were set to perform somewhere and we were in line, and I'm trying to call the promoter and he's like, man, what are you doing? Like, just walk in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So then you just grab your ball and you just walk in, and no one tells you anything. And it's like sometimes you need that attitude versus always trying to be by the book. Like, all right, what's
I mean, I've been
when
told
he needs a little
too.
bit unprofessionalism, that's when I come in.
Yeah,
take care of that area. Okay. When it's time to be professional, though, we're gonna follow his lead.
Yeah,
and that's me most of the time, even going to events. And sometimes my girl be like, you know how long you been in this fucking game? What are you waiting on? Let's just go up there.
Yeah.
And she be right, but I'm just so used to going by the book.
Right.
I need some of that in my life right there.
Did you see our Rolling Loud bit?
No, tell me about that.
So that's a lot. That was all him, really. But I had the idea, right? Because Lecheto, one of the homies, he had like a booth with Toyota. He's like, if you guys could get here, maybe you guys could do a set at the Toyota booth, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So the whole thing was like, how are we going to get in Rolling Loud? Second, how are we going to not only do that, but get on one of the main stages and perform? Like, so it's a whole finesse. We documented everything. We got the bands. That was step one. And then the whole journey of how are we going to get our way on one of the main stages, not only get on the main stage, grab a mic and rap, you know, and then we accomplished it. And I was ready to call it. He was like, nah, like we're going to do it. And we snuck in one of the stages where Currency was performing. He didn't know who to give the mic to. My brother's like, give it here.
Right here. He hands it over.
And I'm filming stage, everything.
And all I say is, Rolling Loud, make some fucking noise. Woo! They cut my mic off.
Yeah. They cut it off. But for the footage, I'm like, keep going. Like, so he goes and he runs on stage. So I was able to edit it like, mission accomplished, right?
Yeah.
But it was like, 5% Hollywood in it, but overall, like the story to get to that stage was true. And there was a lot of finessing, a lot of just grabbing your nuts and walking in like you own the place.
You got to.
Sometimes you just gotta take it, man. You can't sit around and wait, or it's not gonna happen for you.
Yeah, we tried at Coachella too. We fell short, but we got close too at Coachella.
Like you said, sometimes we're gonna have to take an L. But them W's are big. And speaking of a W, talk about the new single where we got the Outkast sample in it. Is it Selena sample in the background? That one too.
Yeah. At the beginning of my verse.
Who created the track?
I produced it, and my cousin Julian right there co-produced it.
What up, Junior?
Yeah.
In the building.
Yeah. So, I had this idea. Our next project's called L.Aliens. It's a spin-off Outkast AT Aliens. Mm-hmm. But for us, it's like double entendre, Mexican Americans, aliens, illegal aliens, da-da-da-da. So I was like, we need at least one record to pay homage to Outkast if we're going to kind of rip off the name.
Right.
So I thought that was a good record to start off with because it's one of their biggest records, and we kind of added our own sauce, man. And it's to me, its own record. Like,
I feel like it was well executed to take something that was so classic like that song, and then do our shit on it, which wasn't like it was just as good in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh no, I agree 100%, and that's one of the reasons y'all here. When I heard it, I was like, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're taking a risk, like you said, because that record was so big.
Right.
So if you're going to fuck with it, you got to bring it.
You got to bring it right.
And y'all bought it.
For sure. Thank you. Appreciate that.
It's almost like, how can people hear the song and not only think about Outkast, right? Mm-hmm. That was kind of our approach. So I think we did a pretty good job, man. Added the Spanish sauce to it. And yeah, man. But
and female, who's that on the hook?
That's our sister.
Sister, we pretty much wrote
Millie
it for
Navilli. What's that artist's name?
Millie Vanilli did?
Yeah, it's not her voice. It's not her voice.
It's an artist from Venezuela.
Yeah.
Got in contact with her through the internet.
Yeah.
And she wasn't out here, so we just used my sister's face. She looks like a character. And just nilly vanillied it.
Yeah. But we're going to start writing for her, too, to use her voice.
Yeah.
But it just played out like that.
Yeah.
But she bodied it.
Well, y'all definitely doing y'all thing. I mean,
appreciate
first
it.
hip hop station in the world. I got respect.
Sir.
I've been in this game for a
about
long time, but I know what I see and I know what I hear.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So you know what I'm saying. So when I heard it, when 2 3 talked to me about it, I'm like, that's a no brainer.
Yeah.
So I just want to bring y'all up here to give you your flowers and say congratulations. And
appreciate it, bro.
Can you invite people out to the video shoot that's coming up with Shaq, or is that closed to the public?
We don't want it to be a super massive public event, but
okay.
So you guys get the invite, and if you guys want to invite a few people,
if
you guys want to bring some people you're cool with,
sure.
then that's good, you know. But you know, it's we don't want Shaq to feel uncomfortable either. So, but we gonna have a lot of people there, man. It's gonna be I want to embody LA, and I want people to, you know, we're bringing Shaq back to the Lakers, man. That's what we're doing.
Come on now.
Yes, sir.
Come on
and
now.
That's how I want it to feel.
We want that three-peat, you feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
So how can everyone, KDAY Nation, they may be knowing about you or hearing about you for the first time, how can they follow you?
Coyote for Hire on Instagram.
All platforms.
All platforms, Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah.
Everything we do through social media. So Coyote for Hire on everything.
Coyote on Spotify. We dropped the album called Thicker Than Water. There's multiple Coyote artists, right? So we're not at the top yet. So if you look up Coyote, type Thicker Than Water. That's our first album. Album number 2 is on the way. L.Aliens.
By next year, when you type in Coyote, you're not gonna see that dog. You're gonna see this beautiful ass face right here.
Yeah, definitely.
Calling it right now.
Yes, sir.
Doing songs with Jesus and Michael Jackson.
Doing songs with Jesus and Michael Jackson, maybe Tupac.
Let's go.